Hello, friendly friends. We're just gonna jump right into the trial because we're figuring out what this genius, glamorous girl knows but might need to be explained for the dimwits in the room. Raise your hand if you are a dimwit in the room.
I don't see your hand going up.
No. That's so mean. I was gonna say, I see all of your hands as in our audience who we definitely cannot see right now, but I guess we're gonna target me instead. Hi, I see how this is.
First, I will explain the layouts of both the AV room and the library.
Okay, her
The
hand
sliding door in the AV room faces the rear door of the
blends
library.
into her dress, so that ring on the back of her hand, I thought she had a hook hand. Which would be even more the awesome Ultimate Maid.
It's just like, that's the secret to being the Ultimate Maid, is you just need a hook hand, and you can get your maid duties done so much better.
It's perfectly sized for a cup of tea.
Because of this, it is possible for Gonta to have killed Rantara while he was in the AV room.
But how though?
With
In
our
order for the murder
ingenious
to take
plan
place,
to throw
rear
the
door of the
shot
library
put
must
like
be opened.
30 feet from
Hey,
one doorway
you
to
saw-
another.
You saw Gonta throw that manhole cover.
Yes. But still, just the hilarious idea that we're like, we seriously must consider that this hulking man threw a shot put through 2 doors.
We had to
and
consider
hit a
that
guy.
she disguised herself.
Yeah.
We are ruling out the possibilities until but one remains. We are being diligent, my dear.
I guess that's fair.
Wait a sec. Isn't that impossible? The AV room's sliding door doesn't open, so you can't get into the hallway.
If you cannot enter the hallway, how would you open the rear door to the library?
Although you cannot fit your whole body through the sliding door, an arm would suffice. It would be possible if you used a particular item in the AV room.
Was she in the AV room when we were investigating it? Or did she just do this on her own? Like, good for her.
Yeah.
Man, she should be running this.
Yeah, you go, Kurumi. You are now the ultimate detective. Let's go. A particular item in the AV room.
The projector tube.
Yeah, the projector tube. Because it was the only thing they... God, I hate the Y is the confirm button. I keep pressing A, thinking like a normal
it
human
the
being,
projector
A is
screen?
going to make everything go forward.
She's so happy about convicting Gonta here.
That is correct. You can make a long pole if you roll up the screen. It would be possible to reach the library door with it. If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door,
That POV cam is a little
then
bizarre.
you can open it. The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Don't defend.
Gonta, that's not how this works.
Oh my.
I mean, to be fair, if he had said no, that's too heavy for me, we'd be like, you lie.
Gonta.
If you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
Why?
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well. The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
That makes no sense, but we'll, logic.
Depends on type of sensor. It could be like an infrared movement.
Maybe, I guess.
Okay, so it was possible to open the library door, but where does that get us? Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantara while he was still in the AV room.
With a gun.
Yeah, just the gun I found on Gonta's person. It was in his insect box the entire time. If Gonta killed Rantara in the library while he was still in the AV room, then...
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait, that's actually not crazy at all! Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal!
I hate your face. I hate all these faces. Give me
Yes,
back my
the
beautiful
act of throwing a
anime
shot
boys
football
and
could be one to
girls.
use it as a weapon.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space, a shot put ball certainly would.
Hey, remember when I put forward this theory that he threw it through there and you were like, that's stupid?
Well, yeah,
And
because
now it's the most logical thing right now?
I said it was stupid because clearly there would have been a crater in Rantaro's skull. I did not say it was stupid because I did not see the possibility. But clearly this is not the answer because we are only like 8 minutes into the second episode of this trial.
I hate how long these go. But they're also all of the gameplay.
The library was open. He would have been able to hit the victim.
This is my favorite part. I love watching these characters scriptedly figure out this problem by going step by step through it and being both geniuses and idiots at the same
When
time.
do we get to the part where we get to do that?
Quite the distance, though.
And that shot put ball was pretty heavy. Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover.
With 2 fingers!
It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
Yep, a walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Good for you, my guy.
Because I am more than just a lowly Roomba. I am a Roomba times 10.
Ready for my dumb theory?
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Kokichi hates robots because he is a, fierce humanist. Meaning that he's the mastermind behind this, and he's doing this to prove the capability of mankind in the face of adversity and despair. He is Nagito, trying to let hope shine through and making everything worse for everyone in order to do that. And he hates robots because they think they might take over, but humans are the greatest!
That sounds like incredibly sound logic. I'm sure that is exactly what is happening in this game right now. And honestly, actually, I can't be sarcastic about it because very well that could be. Danganronpa be whack sometimes, yo.
Yep.
Yes, probably.
Stop being so honest, Gonta!
You're too honest, Gonta. You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter. Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
That's why I was so honest.
Well, there
Yeah,
you
well,
have
gentlemen
it.
also wear
What do
shoes, you
guys
guy.
think?
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
That's not true. You can
Wait.
believe anything, even without evidence.
Would the sliding bookcase have blocked the shot put shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's going to be our proof, is that the moving bookcase, the picture,
Yeah.
where clearly before he died it was open.
Yep.
The shot put ball couldn't have gone. Unless it broke through it and there was a giant hole, the shot put ball wouldn't have hit him. Come on, Kaede, figure it out. If everyone is wrong, we'll never find the
You
mastermind.
saying Gonta can't be mastermind? You calling Gonta stupid?
I can't let that happen. I need to do my best to guide everyone to the right answer.
Yep, moving bookcase.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit.
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Shot put ball in your
Rantaro's
face.
corpse in the AV room
Whoa,
door
what was that?
do line up with one another.
Style.
There are no obstacles.
There we go. Haha!
No, that's
I got it
wrong.
first time this time. Look at me go.
And now I can be proud of you as a wife again.
Yay! My
I don't
husband
need to leave the
Impossible
room
for
and
Gonta
shout.
to have thrown that
My
shot from
husband
the
loves
AV
me
room.
again. Yay!
Because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta. Obstacle?
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
Where's the picture?
Moving bookcase? Oh no,
Whoa, 46 seconds.
Oh, entrance photos are further down. Front entrance photos, rear entrance photos.
Hidden door photos, right?
Yeah. Is it, or is it the bookcase photo?
Because I think it's this one, because then he grabs it, and the door's open behind him.
Yep.
I get it.
Got it.
It's in this picture.
The green text didn't
Here,
come up and
look.
explain to me what I was supposed to be doing. Green text, I need you. Tell me what to do. See, that's the picture I was
These two
looking for.
pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory then.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
We can all sleep better at night knowing that we didn't think that Gonta was the mastermind.
Why are you being so mean to my
Why are
man
you
Gonta?
making this so
I'm not
He's
being
complicated?
a gentleman. He wouldn't
Exactly.
be a mastermind.
That's what I'm saying. He's
But
too
you keep-
gentle.
well, no, you keep saying it like he's too dumb.
No, I'm just saying that everybody was like, we don't really believe Gonta did it, but also we can't prove he didn't do it, so we have to vote him, and now we can just believe what we already believed, that Gonta was innocent.
Sorry.
If I could be the culprit for you, I would, but I guess I just can't.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should
He
be
is
the one
not
to
a
apologize.
gentleman.
I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, going to understand. Cause we gotta find culprit.
Well said. For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
Please stop talking, Tenko.
I hate this sentimental crap.
If Tenko and Himiko could leave, I feel like we would have a much more productive conversation.
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time.
Daddy is too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
Put it all on Orb.
Orb!
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet.
Wait, literally Rex right next to him. Tenko's got it. Wait, hold it. Not yet.
We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
We're not out of suspects. We still got two
You,
more.
Ryoma. No, I'm just kidding. You're great.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
From the warehouse. Oh, I don't
think it was
know.
from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information.
I don't want to say it.
What's
but
wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? It's nothing.
Say it.
Shu?
Or is it the fact that Miyu was also in there
Shu?
first?
Do you have extra long fingers, Shu? Because they are creepily long in
those
this
are,
picture.
Those are some long things. Long fingies.
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
Fine. Everybody, I did it. It was a prank. It was a joke.
Just a prank, bro.
Just a prank, bro.
I'll have my apology video out next week. Are we good?
Right? Or if they're even human.
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone.
You mean us when we
It
gave
would be
him
a good
monkey's paw?
idea to figure out who knew about our trap.
Yeah, when we had tea, just him and me, just sipping on that tea.
Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
That actually would be hilarious if Rantaro only died because we had tea with him, and whoever we choose to like interact with first gets killed first. There's
That
like
is, if we are the murderer, that is brilliant.
that would be hilarious. That would be so much trouble programming. Like that would be awful for making the story, but it would be freaking hilarious.
It'd be great.
Yes. But are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Yes. Thank you, Angie, for bringing up the big question mark. We know nothing about the mastermind.
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct.
Is it the vent?
I didn't hear anything.
I think maybe the door. Like, theoretically, they don't know that the door had the dust on it, so it wasn't open or something. But...
Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
What?
Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Super serious, brother.
Brother?
You too, it sounds like a shady weirdo.
Ah, I hate your face. A way for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. Is that really possible?
The
says
vent?
I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yah-ha-ha-ha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
Then if he could please explain it, that would be much appreciated. Yep, card reader
The
dust.
culprit
I
was
think.
hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have
Ah!
Inside the hidden door!
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
Wouldn't
The only ones who didn't
wouldn't they
go
have
to
been
the
caught on the
dining hall or
camera
basement
that was
are.
watching the door?
Yes,
Kokichi and
probably.
Kibo and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit was a male.
Yah-ha-ha! Behold Atua's divine logic!
I
Why
love...
has Atwa got eyes on tentacles?
I don't know, but I'm loving the aesthetics. I've never had to debate a god before. I can tell there's a contradiction, but I don't... But I don't...
Angie's noticed yet.
But I don't Angie's noticed it yet.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede
yeah,
and
card reader dust, I
Shuichi even
think.
placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true,
I thought you were going
the
to slow it down, but...
suspects
I guess
are
we got
those
4
who
minutes.
were alone at the
I
time
meant
of the
to, but
incident.
I'm trying to think because
The
part of
only
me
ones who
doesn't
didn't go to
also...
the dining hall or basement are.
Unless there's a
I
separate
get-
Kokichi and
entrance
Kibo
to
and
that
Ryoma,
door.
right?
They would have had to enter
I
through
knew the
there.
culprit was a
So they would
male.
have had to use the card reader dust to,
Yah-ha-ha! Behold Atua's divine logic!
But it's... The thing is, everybody came in after, so I don't know which aspect they're going for. Everybody showed up afterwards, or that, freaking, oh sorry, the card reader dust, because she doesn't know about the dust. Only Shu and Kaede know about the dust.
Yeah.
So the fact that she
start
says...
with that. I think the front door photos are also good, because we can say everyone came into that door.
Yeah. Because I don't think Angie's noticed it yet. Makes me think it's the photos instead of the dust.
Okay.
Because Angie wouldn't know about the
The
dust.
culprit was hiding
that
in
make
the
sense?
library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
Nope. He's gonna ambush someone from there. Okay, so that's not it.
The
Think it over
culprit
again.
was hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
Okay,
No,
they are
that's
going for
wrong.
the dust angle. I didn't know. There, I had two thoughts. Both of
Yeah.
them technically prove my point.
Wait
You
a
don't need to
minute,
go for the
Angie.
V spot.
I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden
No,
door.
I didn't want to do it unless I was sure.
Okay.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
I do challenge you to a hand-to-hand combat. Come down, face me.
I don't
I'll go
think the
boom,
hidden
boom.
door was
Pow,
ever
pow, pow,
used.
pow, 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 pow.
It wasn't ever used.
Huh? The dust is still there.
Looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog has lifted.
Ah!
Agreed. I wasn't hiding in the. I mean,
You still got a ways to go.
You've still got so much to learn, youngling.
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
It seems you've been contradicted. When this sort of thing happens, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. What's a rebuttal showdown?
Oh, is this
For
the
now,
sword one?
let's just explain the controls. Please, you'll get it. In this mode, you can counter the other person's claim and argue against it. Move your truth blade with the left stick and align it with your opponent's claims. Performing a regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing by pressing A. Cut with a truth blade by pressing Y. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Because reasons. When using regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak use regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak spot appears, slash it with a truth blade strike. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's neat is if you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. 2 at once gets you 2 seconds, 3 is 3. The more you cut down, the better. Watch the position of your opponent's claim closely and slice as many as you can. By doing that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. When the mood of the argument is in your favor, the debate will progress. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, they'll skew towards their advantage. But when you have to deal with a loss of progress, and you and your opponent's arguments are even, a blade lock will occur. And when you have to do that, you have to button smash. Isn't slicing and dicing opinions with a truth sword the bee's knees? What? No, really? Bees don't have knees? Well, you should knock it before you try it. You can also V-agree, so if blah 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 blah. Thanks for your time. Thanks, mysterious green text.
thank you, system. Didn't know you were a parent from Charlie Brown.
Hidden
Even
door
if
photos?
you rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots.
Oh, okay.
There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed,
Ah!
they could have been hiding there. They took out Rantaro, then took off.
I can't just listen to Ryomazaki, I got refuted somehow.
Even
but
if we
I didn't see
rule out the
anything.
hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed, they could have been hiding there, you know? They took out Rantaro, then took off.
Okay.
But if the culprit killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding, right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
No, I meant to use the entrance photos. Holes in his argument.
Not if they went back into hiding,
Right
after
front entrance
killing
photo
Rantaro.
showing everybody coming in.
Yep.
Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words!
Slice! I'm a samurai of words!
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
His voice is delightful, though.
Yeah.
It's very calming to just listen to him talk.
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door, this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in.
4. Another 4.
This one shows the other 4 people running in
8.
after they heard Tenko scream.
9, 10,
And
11,
finally,
12, 13,
everyone
14,
else
15.
coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement. You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures. It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it?
I see I was wrong.
I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Can I just get lo-fi Ryoma and Gundam lines?
It's just like lo-fi hip-hop and then random lines from Gundam and Ryoma just splash in there.
You still got a ways to go.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway.
Oh, you guys are so kind.
Right, Shuichi?
Oh no, he's like, oh shoot, I figured something out and I don't want to say it. No, shoot! He figured it out. Is Shu okay? He's been really quiet. Yeah. Is he worried about something? Is he worried that we were right all along? Because I'm seeing the pieces put together.
I'm seeing them.
I'm seeing them all coalesce.
The puzzle's falling into place.
Yes. The Sherlock Holmes, like the words coming across and like scrambling
and words and letters.
Yeah, just in our face, like, yes, I see it.
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
Because they weren't there.
It's almost like they were invisible.
Or it was Himiko casting an invisibility spell. One of the two.
Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible.
Do it. Do it now.
Your upper half, to be specific.
Awesome.
When is that useful?
I just want to be a pair of pants running downtown kicking people.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there. But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
Now.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yes, if you both would just not talk, we would get so much more done.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
That's right. We have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. What?
Stacked books.
I get it.
You know what we're missing?
When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent.
Reason to care?
I care a lot. No, what we're missing is a deputy. You know, last time we had Chiaki and Nagito, and we were like, "Oh yeah, you guys are great." We were giving out deputy points.
That's because our deputy is trying to accuse us.
Well, he hasn't done anything yet.
Look at his eyes.
In fact, he hasn't done anything yet.
We know his mind. I wonder if it's gonna be that this was an accident.
If someone
and
did
that's why
call
he's
in and
like,
out from the
I don't
vent,
know how
the
I
books
put
would have
this.
collapsed.
Yeah, if anyone, well, for the audience members, hello audience members, I'm talking to you directly now.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure Darling and I are on the same page that it really is focusing on like Shu or Kaede, is it? And it makes more sense game tone wise right now for it to be Kaede. And
I love this idea. Because that means we get rid of Kaede.
No.
And then we play as Miyu.
No! Please, no.
I'm the protagonist now, you dumb fuck!
Oh god, no! So, it seems like Shu's caught on to that possibility. It could be another red herring, but we've already had like 2, so it seems about right for us to hit the right proper one. But yeah, I'm being swayed over to it was Kaede, but it was an accident, or I don't.
I think it was Kaede, and I think Shu knows that she's been having memory problems recently.
Oh, is that it?
I seriously think that's it.
She's been having some questionable gaps.
She goes into a fugue
logic.
state.
I don't know, man.
The other Kaede takes over.
The other
The one
Kaede is
where
the
she was
mastermind.
the wrong ultimate.
While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
It's all because we didn't go to her piano room.
Maybe they put the books back.
If we
when
had
they
done
left
that,
the
she
room.
would have been pacified and she wouldn't have murdered.
Done that, she would have tried a piano, realized, I don't know the piano, this is wrong.
Exactly.
I'm a clarinet
That
player,
would be
by
quite
gum.
difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
If we've ruled out the vents and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library? Maybe divine intervention?
So it was you!
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
Huh? Intervals? What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals. So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos. I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
Any of you the Flash? Anyone? Ultimate Runner? Ultimate Speedster? No? Then I'm gonna have to ixnay that plan.
I also want to point out the person who would most likely be hiding is the person in all black.
You? What's
They're in
this
disguise
interval
outfit?
you're talking about?
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me. After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds. Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
But no one knew. No one but me you knew, clearly.
Or she told Shu when he took the photos.
I told
Yep.
your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
Beta boy toy is a good insult right there.
That is some...
That's some high quality. Rolls off the tongue as well.
What?
Shuichi?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
How could you forget to tell me?
Is that why he was consistently downplaying his ultimate detective so that people wouldn't
I didn't realize it would matter.
rely on him?
I kind of stumbled through that one murder trial thing.
Did he actually kill the first guy in the trial?
Oh no, he is a murderer!
I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry. I forgot. What a pitiful excuse.
I don't forget
Yeah,
anything.
That's pretty much a lie.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot. There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
Yeah.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaidiot and Puichi placed go off when they pick up movement.
See, movement. So when the doors open, it would have taken a picture.
From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
So it would have had to have been
I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
Oh, because it also makes sense because at the very end, if he couldn't leave the library in time, he just went up and turned off the camera. Because he was the one who had to turn him off in the library anyway.
That is true.
And he would have followed behind Rantaro as he entered, so he would have to go through the front door. Although Miyu was saying front door, I think rear door makes more sense there.
But the thing is, Shu was with us most of the
No,
time.
he ran down before we did.
Oh. Right. It's been a while since we've been...
Testimony is going to come down to where did the other two run into him.
Yeah. So was it Shu or was it us?
It's got to be Shu at this point. He's a SHU-IN.
The culprit was Miyu all along, since she knew about the intervals.
Well, let's pick a new deputy.
Don't be an asshole! I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals?
Kokichi gets, like, 1 deputy point through this trial? Because he keeps putting forward stuff to talk about, which is at least helpful.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of like the Nagito, where, like, Nagito's style was just to be like, heh, but what about this innocuous thing that nobody's been talking about? And then everybody's like, what?
Here's
That's
why
silly.
we haven't been talking about it. Yeah.
Wait, it means something.
So, I have 4 deputy candidates in mind.
Now, who was it again?
Kokichi.
Sure.
Kurumi. Maid.
Okay.
She's been doing pretty well, especially she was leading the Gonta thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Team Aqua.
Ryoma.
And Miyu.
I don't think Miyu's being particularly helpful.
I think she's a good resource, if not a deputy.
Shuichi.
Dark eyes.
Maybe I'm thinking Maki rises as a candidate later. She becomes more important.
Maybe.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
He also matches the Monokuma color scheme. Who's wearing black and white?
You're immediately the suspect.
Hey, what gives, Shuichi?
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
Counterpoint. So, Shu's a SHU-IN right now. Ha ha ha. Da 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 da. Good joke, darling. But, what if Shu's now torn because he knows it's centered on him, but also he knows it's Kaede because he's already figured it out.
So he's trying to take it away from Kaede?
So he doesn't know whether or not he should actually try to prove it's an accident and like Kaede did it, or just accept the blame because he doesn't know which one's worse.
I wonder if he did tell Kaede about the timers, but he knew that was something that she forgot because of memory stuff.
Maybe. I mean, we have no way to prove she has any memory issues to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Shuichi, what's gotten into you?
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the 5th now.
This is in Japan, right?
Oh man, this is getting good.
Maybe Japan also has a 5th.
Peasants.
They don't have to have the rest of the 1 through like 27.
Points to you for knowing how many constitutional amendments there are.
Yeah! I'm a smart cookie. No way! Shu can't be the culprit! That's definitely wrong! There's no way! I refuse to believe that Shu is the culprit. He's just grabbing his heart because he's having a heart attack. Literally a heart attack! That's definitely not possible! Ooh, intermission!
Oh. Right, that happens.
Do you want to save? Yes. Look how good we did.
Thank you. It would not be the 5th Amendment. It would be Article 38, Protection Against Self-Incrimination, which provides that no one may be compelled to testify against themselves. Thank you,
Well now.
Mike Wilshire Ancora. Wow! The trial is racing toward its thrilling conclusion. Do you know who the culprit is?
I think I do!
I still think it's Amami. Obviously I know, because I know everything. What? Know everything?
Are you
Which
red?
one's oh.
Red is Monotaro.
No, everything. I don't know.
Daddy knows everything about anything. He basically traded his bearhood for godhood.
He speaks! Yes, he has betrayed his Ursine ancestors. Traded? No, I'm obviously still a bear. It is obvious, right? Right, you guys? You sure ain't no fish, but your dumpsters smell like one.
Now then.
Anyway, since I know everything, I'll give you the whole story later. Try your hardest to nab the culprit, and believe me, that's no lie. If I lied, it would shake the game to its very foundation. So trust and please enjoy the class trial without any worries. Oh, I need a drink.
So long, farewell. That's gonna haunt me in my dreams.
So long, farewell.
I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
It makes me nervous too, Monophony.
I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
I just kill who they say
There's
kill.
one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
So what's a mommy?
I cut off the leg before the poison spread. By spring, flowers will grow.
Is he just permanently high? Is that what they're going for?
I don't know, but he makes so much sense.
Please, please, please end this. Please end me. The trial must end. I await bloodshed at the end of the trial.
Shoo. Guys, medical emergency. I'm having a heart attack.
What if he has a heart attack before Monokuma can kill him?
Oh god.
What do we do?
Monokuma brings him back to life just to kill him again.
I do love the idea that someone died and was like revived medically, so they served their life sentence. What if that applies here?
That would be the funniest way to get out of this murder
I came
trial.
back as an AI.
They all do, apparently.
Silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
Wait just a minute! None of that is possible! Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout.
The whole
When
time?
are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro? Were you really together the whole time? Huh? What do you mean? I'm asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time. Well, I guess we weren't together the whole time.
I'm gonna check out the basement.
I'll come with you.
No, you stay and keep watch, Kaede. I wonder if it's gonna be about the receiver, the little signal receiver that only he had when he turned off.
Yeah.
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner, or all our lives will be lost here.
I'm not being emotional here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Even if Shuichi did go to the basement, he couldn't have killed Rintaro because the security sensor going off, right?
Could be. Or the fact, I don't think he had the murder weapon with him. He would have had to store it in the library.
I think this is going for the security sensor so it could prove us wrong.
Yep.
I get it. The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom.
But he had turned it
It
off so he
only
didn't
rang
alert the
after
mastermind.
Rantaro moved the hidden door, which means he was still alive. If Shuichi was with me when the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede. Who set the security sensor on the bookcase? It was Shuichi, right?
Why do you all have awful faces?
He looks like a creepypasta.
No! Why do you all have awful faces? Oh god, why?
He looks like an SCP right now.
No!
I am loving it, actually. He looks like he tried to do a Joker makeup Photoshop on himself.
Then I'll set up the camera that's connected to the security sensor. I'll set it carefully so the camera has a clear shot when the mastermind moves the bookcase.
Let me take care of the security sensor on top of the bookcase. And we'll set the cameras near each door.
Yeah. Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
Did you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
A lie?
Shuichi pretended to place the sensor on the hidden bookcase door.
Ass trial.
But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time. And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor to make the security alarm go off.
I don't like any of it.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved the bookcase.
I see. Sneaky little fucker.
I do love if this is true, because then he was just like, man, I picked the most inspirational, try-hard, gullible person I could, and I marinated them. I marinated them to fight for me.
I pulled the oldest Among Us strat in the book.
I found the protagonist, and I made my target.
2000 IQ play by Shuichi. No, at this rate, everyone's gonna think that Shu is the culprit.
Even me.
I have to do something. I know for a fact that he's not the culprit.
Do I?
I gotta do something. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to distribute your reactions. Your tooth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Please time your tooth bullets just as they won't get rid of the white noise. You can use the silencer with A to shoot down the white noise. Now, why would you do that? Because not only does it make it easier to shoot the right weak points, you also get additional time. What a great deal. Use it to your heart's content. Thank you for the opportunity. This has been the voice inside your head.
Non-stop debate.
Oh, he's in the center. That's weird. But I guess cool.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
Okay. Shuichi couldn't have added the sensor on him. That's right, I should have evidence that proves beyond a shadow of doubt.
The security...
Do we have a photo with security sensor?
Huh?
Would one of the pictures show security sensor being placed?
What are my options?
Sensor was armed, but...
Lookout classroom.
Sorry. There's a button for it. Nope, that's not it. That's the button.
As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole
Receiver,
time.
entrance photos, rear
The
entrance
sound Kaede
photos,
heard
hidden
came
door
from
photo, lookout classroom.
The sensor
Check the
when
hidden door
Shuichi
photos.
secretly moved it.
It's only
in
this
order
one and
to
the other
trigger
one.
the alarm.
Okay.
I think it's receiver on
So when
Shu.
Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
I wonder if it's this and they're going to prove her wrong.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
Can I have the sensor on him? That's right, I should have evidence protrudes it on
The
the
security
side of
sensor
doubt.
was armed, but the moving
Center is
bookcase
the
isn't what
photos.
triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
Just go for the
The
next one, I
sound
guess.
Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi
There's no point in arguing against me. Yeah, okay, it's a photo.
The security
I don't
sensor
know
was
which
armed,
photo.
but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from
Let's see. Oops. Let's see if we can see the pictures.
Yeah.
Because that's these.
Yep.
And that's these two. And that's those four.
Can you go back up all the way up to the top of the sensor receiver? Okay, now go down to the classroom lookout. The two were together until the receiver went off. That's what it is.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, weren't we with him when the receiver went off?
In order to trigger the alarm.
Okay.
So he couldn't have secretly
Kaede
triggered
heard the
it.
sensor go off. She figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
So it's
The
Kios.
security sensor was armed, but
Yeah.
the bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
Stop with
The
face!
sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi moved it.
Okay. I guess it wasn't that.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it.
Is it this one? Alright, so it's not the lookout. It's okay, we got 4 more options.
The security
For
sensor
now,
was
we
armed,
gotta get to
but
this whole trial.
the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Maybe it's that Rantaro did move the bookcase?
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi
Nope. Ah! What is it trying to get me to think? I don't know.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound
in order to trigger the alarm. So when Kaede heard the sensor go
It's
off,
okay.
she figured someone had tried
It's
to move the bookcase.
okay.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
We
The
couldn't have
security
had the
sensor was
sensor on
armed.
him. Why?
The moving bookcase.
What are our options?
No,
Alright,
that's
I did
wrong.
it. I'm not entirely sure what they were trying to get from me, but I did it.
Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then we wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Oh, that? Psh, easy to explain.
Oh, that one wasn't motion
Well, you
activated.
see-
That one was sensor activated.
We really need to do the trial right after we play the game instead of like a week later.
That took way too long.
Explain it, Kokichi.
I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
You're giving up that easily?
Stop with the faces!
I'm okay with Kichi's face
I
though.
mean,
It's cool.
Whatever. I made a mistake. Big deal.
I'm sure there's
Speak as
fan art
if
of
you
it
knew that
somewhere.
From the start, even I was taken in.
So you see, Shuichi can't be the culprit.
Now wait just a minute. The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its
Oh,
receiver.
the monitor.
The monitor?
If he cut the power to the room, it would have cut off the power to the monitor and the security sensor. Could have gone in, done the murder, and then triggered it later, but the monitor could have had a longer restart time.
It feels like there's a lot of complicated things trying to happen within 30 seconds because we've determined 30 seconds is the time frame he had before the camera could take another picture, right? So he would have had to watch as the sensor went off because Rantaro opened it, right? So he had to turned it off while Rantaro opened it, gone in, killed Rantaro after that photo was taken,
Well, it could have
then
been a
turned
minute.
back on the power supply because the cameras don't run on the power supply.
So I think if we're saying he went in through the front door, it can't be the front door. I think it has to be the rear door. So I think he had to follow Rantaro in.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
So I think he waited. Rantaro went in 30 seconds. He waits till he knows it's going to take a second photo, which is another 30 seconds. And then he goes in, does the killing, and gets out in that 30.
But he still had to turn off the power supply, is what I'm getting at with this.
And that's the first 30.
He doesn't have a second 30, because the first 30, like, there's the rear camera, and there's the camera that's the hidden door camera.
Right.
So you can't, there is no a minute or whatever. It's 30 seconds after both of those go off. So it might even be like 15 seconds or something, depending on if they stagger when they went off.
The other thing is he could have turned it off beforehand.
But you can't turn the cameras off beforehand. They're not attached to the power supply.
You could turn off the sensors.
One camera does, not both.
The cameras aren't connected to the power supply. You are correct. The sensor is, it sounds like.
Yes.
Let's see what they try to give us.
However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Huh? How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rantaro moved the bookcase.
That's correct.
Then, when Shuichi says he's going to check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
For once, Himiko, I agree with you. This is really complicated.
The detective is the one who would know about the closed room case.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit?
Ryoma is looking very deputy right now. That was a good.
Something.
He gets 2 deputy points for that last argument, I think.
I think I think he had a solid argument as well. We'll have to continue on with the solid arguments in the next episode as we finish off this class trial. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am excited for the first trial to be over, and I just want to see where things sit afterward. Because this has been a lot of, we're really unsure what everything is happening. So I really want to see, like, what's the state of the game after this.
Yeah, that will be very interesting to see. So we'll see it and you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay, I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.